Hi guys, my name is Christine, and today I'm talking about intention and the subconscious mind. So, we all have these intentions for our life and the things that we want to do, the things that we want to accomplish. So, for example, the things that we want to externally receive, how we want to conduct our lives, and how we want to be as people, right? We all have these dreams of, oh yeah, I'd really love to be like this, I'd really love to be like that, and I'd really like to have these things in my life. Right, so how can we have marry these intentions that we have and ingrain them into the subconscious mind so that they start to materialize in our life, so that they start to actually happen, okay? So if you're trying to manifest anything, if you're trying to create a situation in your life, this video is for you, okay? So how can you marry these intentions that you have and bury them into your subconscious mind, okay? So there are 5 things that I've got here that you can do, okay? So the first thing is that you need to be aware of what you want and how you want your life to be like. It's very important that you get clear on that. So for example, you might, okay, I want to have this business. I want to have a successful business, and in my personality, I want to be someone who is reliable. I want to be someone who perhaps you want to be more spiritual in the way that you conduct yourself, things like that, right? So what is it that you want? You need to be clear on those things. So it's a good idea to get a sheet of paper and write down the things that you want so that you're clear on what you want, okay? It's very important that you become clear on the things that you want, okay? And why is that important? Why is it important that you become clear on the things that you want? And so, well, if you don't have a target, then you're not going to reach it, okay? If you want to reach something, then you have to have a target, and you have to be quite specific about these things. Like, okay, I'd like to have a successful business, right? I'd like to be more spiritual. I'd like to be more connected to other people. I'd like to be more reliable. You got to be specific about these things, okay? So you're aware of it, okay? So another thing that you can do, so that's the first thing, you need to be aware of what you want, right? You need to know what it is that you want in life. That's the first way that you can get this intention and start to ingrain it into the subconscious mind. So the second thing, okay, this is really important as well, okay, is to remind yourself of what it is that you want and how you would like to conduct yourself every day, how you would like to be every day, what you want to materialize into your life. It's very important that you get those 2 things, okay? It's very important that you remind yourself of it every day. So the way that you can remind yourself of it every day, quite simply, is to just write it down. So if you've got like a journal, if you've got like a diary, then just quickly write down every single day the things that you want in this life and how you would like to conduct yourself and how you would personally like to be as a person. All right, and that is one way that you can ingrain it into your subconscious mind, by writing it down daily, by writing it down every single day, right, to help keep it fresh in your mind, okay? That's one way you can ingrain it into here, okay? And therefore, if you ingrain it into here, you'll start to see it out there, okay? So the next thing then, number 3, is that it's a good idea to meditate and visualize these things too. Now, you might not have every day, you might not have time to meditate. You might not have time to meditate every, half an hour, every day for half an hour. You might not have that time, okay? But you can certainly visualize, because you can visualize for just a minute. I mean, I guess you can meditate for just a minute too, but you don't have to. So what I'm saying here is, it doesn't matter the duration, as long as you are internally visualizing what it is that you want every day and how you'd like to be, what the things that you like to come into your life. This is another way that you can ingrain it into your subconscious mind, because this is what this is all about, right? It's all about having it ingrained into here, okay? So these are just practices that you can do to be able to do this, and meditation and visualization is a great way to do that, because if you can't see it in here, then it's very difficult for you to be able to hold it in your hands and to have it materialize, okay? So it's a great idea to meditate and visualize these things. It's a great idea to be able to see in your mind's eye the things that you want to have come into your life and how you would like to be as a person. Because what you've got to remember, and why I keep on saying, like, it's not just about the things that you want, but it's how you conduct yourself. These 2 things need to be together, because if you haven't got things in your life that you want to have in your life, then it's very likely that it's because that you are not conducting yourself in the way that can attract those things, right? So if you would love to have a more spiritual life and you'd love to be more connected to the universe, to God, but you're angry at everyone and you're gossiping about them and you're being mean, you're going to be very disconnected from that oneness, Okay, so it's very important that you marry up how you would like to conduct yourself with the things that you want in your life. How would you like to be? How do you want to treat other people? How do you want to be in your interactions with other people? How would you like to feel about yourself, and how would you like to live your day? You know, you've got to think about how your behavior as much as the things as the material things that you want in your life, okay? Because once you're conducting yourself in a way that aligns with those things, it's more likely it's going to happen. So you need to be able to visualize these things in your mind's eye. You need to be able to see how you're going to who your new personality is going to be, what you're going to be adopting for yourself, and how you're going to be behaving, and also be able to visualize those things that you want to materialize into your life as well coming in. So it might be that you're visualizing your phone, and you can see the amount of money that you've got through PayPal, or you can see all the clients popping up, whatever it may be in your life. Okay, whatever it may be that you're trying to manifest for yourself. It could be that you're visualizing you getting so many hits on your blog post or something like that, right? You've got to be able to see these things happening in your head, okay? But also as well, you know, these external things coming in, you've also got to be able to visualize your new behavior and the new ways that you're going to be conducting yourself, right? Because if you do those things, then you are planning ahead for the future, and you're creating the future in essence, because you're changing who you are, right? So it's very important that you're able to meditate and visualize those things, and you don't have to do it for like loads and loads of time. You don't have to sit and meditate for half an hour. Obviously it'd be great if you can, but also it's okay if you just do this for like just a couple of minutes a day, or maybe you just do it when you're waiting for your kettle to stop boiling. You know, you just close your eyes and visualize the things that you want, and visualize how you want to behave that day. And if you do that, you're more likely to behave that way. So for example, if you visualize how you would like to be that day, how you would like to treat other people, how you would like to conduct yourself when you're working, if you visualize how you like to be with your family and your children, if you do that before the day starts, and you're doing it while you're meditating in your eyes closed while the kettle's boiling, you're more likely to behave that way during the day, right? Because you've got that aim, you've got that goal. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about is you need to be mindful. You need to be mindful in your day-to-day, normal day activities, right? So you need to be mindful of the things that you want. You need to be mindful of the kind of person that you want to be during the day, right? During a normal everyday, like you got to think about, okay. I said to myself earlier that I want to be more kind to other people, but I can feel the urge inside of me to gossip, right? Let's say your best friend at work comes over to you and starts talking to you about someone from HR, like, oh, Janice, did you hear what Janice from HR was doing over the weekend? It was all over Facebook, and your instant thing might be to go and gossip, right? But then you remember, right? You're aware of how you actually really want to be and how you really want to conduct yourself. And you're becoming more mindful of these urges that you have inside of you. So it's really important that you're mindful during your day-to-day life, your normal day-to-day life, of the things that you want. Okay, and this is another way you can ingrain it into your subconscious mind. Because when you do that, when your friend comes over to talk about Janice from HR, right? You know how you want to be, and you're changing yourself. You're changing. Okay, this is how I want to be. Like, you know what? I'm sure she's just going through a tough time. Perhaps there's been stuff going on, you know. Instead of going in there to gossip and be like, oh my God, I can't believe she did that, right? And you're now changing your personality. You're changing who you are, right? And therefore it's starting to become ingrained more into your subconscious mind, because you're becoming more aware of it, right? And the more you do that, the more it become automatic, the more it'll become a habit. But you may have to work on it for a long time. You know, these things are a journey, okay? You're not always going to be on the path. You might, sometimes you may fall, you may slip and be the gossiper, or whatever it is that you don't want to do anymore, right? And that's okay. It's all part of the journey. But as long as you know how you do want to be, and you change your behavior and you redirect yourself, you're going to be just fine. Okay, so be mindful in your normal everyday moments of what it is you want to do, how you want to be, and how you want to conduct yourself. Okay, so that intention gets ingrained into your subconscious mind. Very important. Okay, so the last one, number 5, is to change your internal dialogue and your external dialogue to match your intentions. So how do you want to speak to yourself? You know, if you're someone who wants to have better self-esteem, then obviously you've got to say things that are self-affirming inside of your head. And also be careful of the way that you speak to other people, right? So let's say you're someone who wants to boost your self-esteem, but let's say your spouse comes up to you and says, "Oh wow, you look really good today," and you're like, "Oh no, I don't. You know, I just threw on this old thing. I don't look that great. I wish I could lose weight. I wish I could gain more muscle. Whatever it may be." Like, watch what you're saying to yourself, right? If you're someone who wants to have high self-esteem, and your partner's coming to you, or someone's coming to you saying, "Oh, look, you look really great," then take the compliment and say, "Thank you. I've been working really hard on being able to change my appearance and to be more happier with the way that I look," or whatever it may be. I'm trying to love myself more. Thank you so much for affirming to me my attractiveness, because that makes me feel so much better about myself. And, you know, it's affirming that whatever it is that I'm doing is working, right? You didn't even have to say that. You can just say thanks. You can just say thanks, right? So be very acutely aware of how you talk to yourself when you're alone and in your head, and be aware of what is coming out of your mouth when other people are speaking to you. And again, these are all ways that you can ingrain your intentions into your subconscious mind. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christinelovridge.com, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.